Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our distinguished Columbia College alumni. And finally, please welcome to the stage our esteemed faculty and the officiants for this morning's ceremony.
You do want to have your names read, correct? Then let's go. President Bollinger, on behalf of the faculty and the Columbia College class of 2022, I respectfully ask your permission to begin these Class Day ceremonies. Thank you, Mr. President. President Bollinger, Executive Vice President Hungerford, Mr. Kitt, distinguished faculty colleagues, esteemed alumni, dedicated staff, and proud families and guests, I am honored to present the members of the class of 2022 and mark their shared and individual accomplishments in these Class Day exercises. To begin, I'd now like to call forward Zuzi Enigbeniki, who will provide some inspiring and reflective words on your behalf. Zuzi.
Thank you, Dean Tini. Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Zuzi Enigbeniki, and it is truly an honor to speak before Dean Valentini, President Bollinger, our acclaimed keynote speaker, Tom Kitt, faculty, alumni, family, and friends who have shaped the class that I am so proud to represent, class of 2022. Looking out at this sea of Pantone blue, I'm reminded of another inspiring individual, draped in a regal blue. I'm reminded of a strong, independent woman, an important international icon, Dory. Yeah, from Finding Nemo. You see, written across a wall of each of my dorm rooms, from the noisy walls of Carmen Hall to the far, far lands of 110th Street Harmony Hall, were Dory's words, "Just keep swimming." Those 3 words gave me the strength that I needed to push on throughout my time here. I'd like to tell you a bit about my journey. As a young girl, I told people that one day I would be the first Black female president of the United States. But as you can probably tell by now, I'm not American. I'm British Nigerian. So legally, I could not actually become the first Black female president of the United States. And oh, when this news was broken to my 6-year-old self, I was heartbroken. But I decided I needed to swim on. I needed a more practical dream. I would dream of somehow convincing my African mother to let me travel halfway across the world, get a scholarship to no other institution but Columbia University, to somehow land a job on Wall Street. Realistic, right? But somehow I did it. I'm here. Let me take you back to the new student orientation program. August 27, 2018 in Roon Auditorium. I was thrown into the deep end listening to a critical analysis of the Iliad. I bend over, overwhelmed, having not read a single chapter. I repeated the words, "Just keep swimming." In 2019, when I sat in class wondering who on earth told me to take 18 credits both semesters, I eagerly counted down the days until Surf and Turf, the African Gala, or Baccalaureate. But to my surprise, it wasn't the 18 credits, but my hearing issues that posed the greatest obstacle to my education. Still, I reminded myself to just keep swimming. March 2020, my spring break and birthday plans were rudely interrupted by what seemed like the world as we knew it crumbling around us. I reminded myself to just keep swimming. In January 2022, when I was faced with the most daunting Columbia requirement yet, the swim test, I asked myself, do I even remember how to swim? And can I make it across an Olympic-sized pool? But I brushed away those doubts and said, no matter how rough it gets, I've quite literally got to keep swimming to the other end. Class of 2022, congratulations. Not just for fulfilling the swim test requirement, but because you just kept swimming through the most unprecedented of unprecedented times. Through terrifying political climates, racial injustice, economic insecurity, and the most annoying TikTok trends known to man, you swam. Today you graduate. When you go out there and feel once again like a small fish in an unending ocean, I urge you to just keep swimming and look back only to recognize how far you swam, or to open the floodgates for those who swim behind you to the Nemos and Marlins, the friends, family, and faculty that were cheering us on as we swam. Thank you. I know I would not be here today without my mother and my family, without Ejoya and my campus organizations, without my sorors or my friendship group. Like myself, many of you have big dreams. And while I'm certain of the amazing places you will go, there's still one thing you should know. When times get hard, when you're up at 2 a.m. in that investment bank, traveling with that consulting firm, or researching how to end world hunger, remember your Columbia journey. From passing through those gates to an end stop, remember everything you achieved in these 4 years to this moment, right now. Let the voice of that little fish remind you that you are strong, that you can, and you will, if you just keep swimming. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you for those inspiring and uplifting remarks on this picture-perfect day. And I thank you in the class of 2022 for your dedication to the Columbia community. Now we turn to a few graduates who, like Zusi, have inspired and uplifted others during their journey. In each class, there are students who distinguish themselves and their school through superior academic accomplishments and service to others. Over the past few weeks, we have recognized students who have been particularly gracious with their passion, time, and talents. Their efforts, delivered in person, virtually, or in hybrid or other creative ways, have enhanced our community endlessly. At this time, I ask students who served on student council, governing boards, and as executive board leadership of clubs and organizations to please stand. Also, I ask resident advisors, keep standing. Also, I ask resident advisors, senior marshals, students who received academic or athletic awards and prizes, were honored with an NRHH, Rolo, or Multicultural Affairs graduation cord, or were recognized with Leadership and Excellence Awards ceremony, or other celebrations to please stand. You breathe life into our community. You make a difference and shape the community experience here. Thank you for your dedication. We are grateful for your endless and tireless contributions. I, along with my team in undergraduate student life, the faculty and staff, feel so fortunate to have known and worked alongside so many of you. You may take your seat. And we now turn our attention to recognizing individual members of the graduating class with Class Day awards. It is a great honor for me to present our first such award, the Charles M. Rolker Prize, to Kimia Haydari, whose classmates have deemed them worthy of special distinction for scholarship, participation in student activities, preeminence in athletics, or any combination of these. Kimia Haydari is from two worlds, Tehran and Toronto. She enriches Columbia's community by interweaving the worlds of humanities and science. As a TA for courses ranging from immunology to rhetoric of science, a class she co-created, She relates her peers' interests to professors' interests. Within Columbia University Emergency Medical Services, or CUEMS, her commitment to responsive care leaves the Morningside community in safer hands. And at the Writing Center, her thoughtful direction as peer fellow contributes to a supportive learning environment for writers. Kemia's eagerness to synchronize disparate fields and facilitate collaboration among students resonates with Columbia's sustenance of diversity and unity. Please join us in congratulating Kemia. I would now like to invite Lisa Hollaba, Dean of Academic Affairs, to the podium to present the recipients of this year's academic awards.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Crom. One of the most exciting moments of my year is to have the privilege of standing in front of you on this stage with Dean Valentini, with special guests of the college, and with the Columbia faculty. Here in front of you today are the professors who believe that their minds and their research are nourished by the engagement that they have with students as talented and curious and sharp as the undergraduates of Columbia College. Here in front of you today are the professors who have, yes, instructed you, who've challenged you, who've tested you, who've assessed you, and they're also the professors who have listened to you, who have mentored you, who have supported you, and who have cheered you on. This week, you are receiving a Bachelor of Arts from Columbia College because our remarkable faculty have found you worthy of that honor, and that is really saying something. So I would now like to ask the Columbia faculty with us today, those on stage and any who have joined us in the audience, to stand and be recognized and celebrated by the members of the class of 2022 and their family and friends. And now, on behalf of the faculty, it is my honor to present 4 awards for academic achievement: the Albert Asher Green Memorial Prize, the David B. Truman Alumni Award, and the honors of salutatorian and valedictorian. The Albert Asher Green Memorial Prize was established by Mr. and Mrs. Asher Green in memory of their son, Albert Asher Green, class of 1914. The prize is awarded to the senior who has been a student in good standing in the college and who has made the best record of scholarship. The 2022 prize is awarded to Caroline Chen. Inducted earlier this year into Junior Phi Beta Kappa, Carolyn is graduating with a double major in biology and medical humanities, and her interests span biomedical research, care delivery, multimedia communication, and community building. Since her first year at Columbia, Carolyn has worked under the mentorship of Professor Cam Leong to develop a non-viral gene editing system for disease therapy. Outside of the lab, she's been a teaching assistant for Columbia's introductory biology course, president of Columbia's Society for Industrial and Applied Mathematics, and previous president of Columbia's Scientists and Engineers for a Better Society. For fun, Carolyn enjoys documenting her life through her YouTube channel, podcast, and newsletter, and after graduation, Carolyn will be attending medical school and is excited to continue her journey of lifelong learning to benefit science and society. Congratulations, Carolyn. The David B. Truman Alumni Award was established to honor David B. Truman, former dean of the college, and is given to the Columbia College student who has made the most distinguished contribution to the academic affairs of the college. This year's recipient is Arya Rao. Arya is graduating with a major in biochemistry and a concentration in computer science. She has been omnipresent at Columbia, whether in the music performance program, the new opera workshop, the women's water polo team, or as the vice president of the class of 2022. Today, she is acknowledged for presence in so much of the college's academic life, as a core curriculum scholar, as a Laidlaw scholar, as the president of both the Columbia Undergraduate Science Journal and the National Undergraduate Consortium of Science Journals, and as a student representative for the Committee on Instruction. After graduation, Arya will pursue training as both a physician and a researcher in the Harvard-MIT MD-PhD program, where she will further her research interests in molecular evolution, systems biology, and infectious disease. Congratulations, Arya. Oh, and I have a, no. I am now pleased to recognize the salutatorian for the class of 2022, William Sterrett Ingalls. Inducted earlier this year into Junior Phi Beta Kappa, William is graduating with a major in psychology. At the Social, Cognitive, and Affective Neuroscience Lab, he has studied the subject of emotion regulation, culminating in his honors thesis on people's emotional responses to political news. He also participated in the Global Behavioral Science program, in which he has published a study concerning the biases inherent in how people believe they're being perceived by others. William credits his achievements and his successes to the fact that he grew up in a family that values creativity and self-determination, with brothers who made movies when they weren't roughhousing together, and with parents who placed complete trust in him at an early age. Upon graduation, William will join his brothers in their production company, Ingalls Pictures, to pursue a career in filmmaking. Congratulations, William. And now, I am pleased to recognize the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Spencer Grayson. Inducted earlier this year into Junior Phi Beta Kappa, Spencer is graduating with a major in English. Selected as a summer research fellow, Spencer has conducted research on early modern English colonialism, queer poetics, and women writers, with a particular interest in questions surrounding female participation in English colonial projects. Spencer has served as both a board member and a managing editor for the Columbia Review, while also serving as assistant editor for a digital humanities project at the University of Washington. After graduation, Spencer will pursue a Master's of Science in English at Oxford University, funded by an Oxford Clarendon Graduate Scholarship, after which she will enroll in a PhD program in English at the University of Virginia. Congratulations, Spencer. I would now like to call forward Ted Schweitzer, graduate of Columbia College class of 1991 and current president of the Columbia College Alumni Association.
Thank you, Lisa. On behalf of the more than 51,000 alumni of Columbia College, I want to give a hearty welcome to students, parents, family, faculty, and friends. Congratulations to all of you, the Columbia College class of 2022. Today we honor your hard work and commitment that has enabled you to reach this milestone. But for this class of 2022, we also salute you as role models. Your unique resilience and true grit over the last 4 years may well be a source of inspiration for future generations. I am reminded of Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who grew up in the nearby projects of the Bronx and made it to the nation's highest judicial office. In her autobiography, she asserts, "The proper measure of success is not how much you've closed the distance to some far-off goal, but the quality of what you've done today. Your journey to this graduation represents many years of diligence that began long before you stepped foot on campus. Your achievement is formidable. So I ask you all to pause and applaud yourselves for the quality of your efforts to this day. We are thrilled to have you join us in the family of Columbian graduates. Today, you join an alumni community that dates back to 1754. A Hollywood reporter recently asked comedian Steve Guttenberg why he stopped making the Police Academy movies after starring in the first 4 blockbusters. Guttenberg replied that, in his view, all the important philosophical questions had been answered in the first 4 movies. But we, as Columbia graduates, know the big philosophical questions are never fully answered, which in turn reminds me of Socrates and his observation, "I know only one thing, that I know nothing." Many of your friendships from college will last a lifetime and compel you to be a better version of yourself, just as mine have. Your chapter as Columbia undergraduates ends today, but the novel that is your Columbia experience is yet to be written. And like a great cliffhanger, we eagerly anticipate what comes next. You have the lifelong gift of a superb education and social network that I believe will enrich your future. A Columbia education alone will open numerous doors. The question is, what will you do? What will your impact be once those doors are open? These gifts enable you to serve others beyond yourself. Maybe this means mentoring future undergraduates through the Alumni Association, or using your talents to make wherever you call home more inclusive, just, and kind. Today's commencement is a reminder to all of us that just as we have a duty to ourselves, we have a duty to something greater. In the words of the ancient theologian Hillel, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when?" Once again, congratulations to the great class of 2022. I now proudly present 3 awards from the Columbia College Alumni Association. The Alumni Prize is awarded to Kimia Hidari, who has been deemed by classmates to be the most faithful and deserving. Please join me in welcoming Kimia to the stage. Congratulations, Kimia. The Carey Memorial Prize is awarded to Xavier Thibault. Who best exemplifies leadership qualities of Robert Lincoln Carey. Xavier is recognized for his leadership within the Columbia athletics community and beyond. He is on our football team, serves as secretary of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and is a mentor to fellow pre-med student athletes. In addition to all that, Xavier works as a building manager at Dodge Fitness, teaches fellow students as a peer tutor, volunteers in the Calderon Lab performing stem cell research, and is a crisis responder and mental health advocate. He is also president of Be the Match at Columbia, where he encourages peers to register as potential bone marrow donors to grow the National Bone Marrow Registry. Congratulations, Xavier. The Alumni Association Achievement Award is given to Sylvie Binder, who is deemed most outstanding in qualities of mind, character, and service to the college. Sylvie studied American Studies and Sustainable Development. She is also a fencer. After taking a voluntary leave of absence for the 2021 academic year to work in the fields of public policy and clean energy, she returned to campus for her final year. This award recognizes Sylvie's leadership within her fencing, social, and academic communities at Columbia. Congratulations, Sylvie. Before I close, I would like to thank the seniors for supporting the senior class gift. Dean Valentini agreed to personally match each gift with his own of $20.22. Thank you, Dean Valentini, for your generous matching challenge, which has elevated the importance of every donor. And the Senior Fund has been spectacular, with 269 gifts for a total of $2,600. This was all made possible by the leadership of 5 co-chairs: Brittany Remark, David Wang, Therese Tomans, Emily Gruber, and Jordan Klein, and the 9 members of the Senior Fund Executive Committee. Will the 14 of you please stand up so we can recognize you and give you a round of applause? Thank you. Excellent. I would now like to introduce my good friend, Nayeri Balian, Chair of the Columbia College Board of Visitors.
Thank you, Ted. As chair of the Columbia College Board of Visitors, I am thrilled to be here today to celebrate you, the class of 2022. You are extraordinary Columbia College students who are brilliant, diverse, and fearless. You have worked tirelessly for this very moment when you graduate from the greatest college in the greatest university. And you will continue to make an impact on our world, all stemming from the transformational experience that is Columbia. Congratulations to each of you on all that you have accomplished. I have the honor today to announce a new award, the James J. Valentini Prize, in honor of Dean Valentini. Dean Valentini is a person with the highest integrity, generosity of spirit, and intellect. I first met Dean Valentini as an alumna who couldn't love Columbia more, our beloved alma mater, a beacon for our civil society. Columbia transformed a first-generation Armenian American, the daughter of an immigrant and descendant of Armenian genocide survivors, into a MISAS major moonlighting as a professional opera singer, graduating Phi Beta Kappa from the college in 3 years. I then worked with our dean as the first woman chair of the Columbia College Board of Visitors. In all of my numerous interactions with Dean Tini, I have seen firsthand how deeply he cares for each and every member of the Columbia College community. Thank you, Dean Valentini. Thank you for all you have done for this remarkable community throughout your tenure as Dean of Columbia College. And thank you for being a part of the outstanding Columbia faculty, who are the intellectual core of Columbia and leaders in their respective fields. The Columbia College Board of Visitors extends our deepest appreciation to you, Dean James J. Valentini, and the Columbia faculty for your tireless commitment to educating and supporting each new generation at Columbia College, and especially the remarkable class of 2022. One of the most significant recognitions that Columbia College and the alumni community can present is a named student prize awarded at Class Day. This year, dedicated Columbia College alumni, led by John Sirigliano, who graduated from the college in 1964, made gifts to establish the Valentini Prize, to be awarded at Class Day to a senior in good academic standing who has demonstrated leadership in at least one student activity and who has participated in enough activities to demonstrate a true curiosity about different perspectives. The recipient of this prize demonstrates the qualities and competencies of beginner's mind. I had to say it. An openness and willingness to hear different perspectives and a curiosity and desire to learn. The inaugural recipient of the James J. Valentini Prize is Jayla Alston. A double, yes. A double major in economics and ethnicity and race studies, Jayla Alston has explored her research interests through programs such as the Laidlaw Research Fellowship and the Mellon Mays Undergraduate Fellowship. Her academic experience culminated in an honors thesis through the Center for Ethnicity and Race entitled Not Blacks But Cubans, Racial Inequality in Contemporary Cuba. Her work investigated the persistence of anti-Black racism in the modern era in Cuba. Beyond her passion for research, Jayla is a talented creative writer who engages in numerous workshops and writers' retreats. Jayla also cares about Columbia and the greater community. She has served on the committee on the second century of the core curriculum, and she received the Van Am Prize and Community Building Prize for her work with Shaping Her Earth, a nonprofit that supports women and girls of color in achieving personal and professional goals. Those who know Jayla can attest to her genuine spirit of service, intellectual curiosity, and persistent quest for growth. She truly embodies the quality of beginner's mind, and we are extremely proud of all of her accomplishments. Congratulations, Jayla. I would now like to introduce Eva Bogomilova, President of the Columbia College Student Council, to the podium to provide remarks to her class.
Thank you, Nairi. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. I have had the privilege to serve as your class president for the past 2 years. It is an honor to stand here today before you, your friends, your family, our faculty, and anyone else who left a lasting impact on us during our time at Columbia College. I am beyond thankful and excited to be here in person to celebrate our accomplishments. It is bittersweet seeing everyone in a sea of Pantone 292 cap and gowns. The last time we were all here together was NSOP 4 years ago. posting the Statue of Liberty on our Instagram stories with the caption, "Typical night out," to flex on our friends back home. Strutting into East Campus feeling like the coolest people in the world. Getting lost on the subway finding the Yankee Stadium. And discovering Columbia confessions and visibly cringing at some of the posts in class. And just as we started figuring out how to be college students sophomore year, we were given 3 days to move out and assume our pre-college lives. Pass-fail just had to be the semester we took our easiest classes. I know you would have gotten that A+. I believe you. Being hundreds and thousands of miles away from our friends and adjusting to online classes was far from easy. Many of us faced tragic loss, loneliness, and isolation. And even when we made it back to campus in the fall, the state of the world made our time here unpredictable, which was terrifying. But we made it out of this pandemic stronger and more resilient than ever. One of the most important lessons our class learned was to hold our friends close and cherish every single moment we had together, which I'm happy to say we sure did. I'll always remember how hard we rallied from morning to night at Baccalaureate, some of us more than others. How eager we were to go to senior night, even though the freshmen always spilled their drinks on us. Or our unforgettable gala night, where we got to see the fruition of our tuition. And cracking a cold one on the steps behind me 40 days ago. Each year around this time, the bleachers come out and obstruct our sunbathing sessions on Low Beach. But most importantly, a class graduates and moves out of our beloved Morningside campus. This cycle will continue long after we've left the Columbia gates, but the class of 2022's raging spirit, zest, and passion will be our legacy. There is no other class like us. Aside from having fun together, this class has done remarkable things for the community and the world. Like when the football team crushed Dartmouth on ESPN this fall. Or the Native American Council successfully petitioned our school to officially recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. When the Varsity Show put on a clever, hilarious in-person play for the first time in 2 years. And this is just a small glimpse into how the brilliant minds at Columbia College work to accomplish incredible things. Columbia has shaped and inspired us, and I am so excited to see the many more extraordinary feats we are going to achieve after graduation. I would now like to take this opportunity to celebrate our fellow graduates who have demonstrated exceptional perseverance in the face of adversity. Congratulations to those who are first in their families to attend college. Those who come from low-income families. Students of color. And those who did not give up even in the darkest times. Yes. I hope in this moment you are proud of yourself and realize what a remarkable accomplishment sitting here today is. And of course, we would not be here today without the love and support of our wonderful professors, administrators, staff, families, and friends. In a city of over 8 million people, these relationships ground and fuel us, which is why we hope to celebrate you as well. Personally, I would like to thank my mom, dad, sisters, Michelle and Victoria, whose support is the reason I'm here today. The past 4 years have shaped who we are and what we stand for. From those chaotic all-nighters in Butler to heated debates in our seminars, I'm confident that we will carry these lessons into all that we do in the future, creating a legacy that will have ripple effects across the world. I urge all of us to leave feeling proud to be a Lion and especially proud to be part of this graduating class. Congratulations again, class of 2022. Thank you. And I am thrilled to introduce our Class Day speaker, a renowned composer and musician whose prodigious talent took him from Morningside Heights, where he scored the varsity show twice and sang with the Kingsmen, to the biggest stages on Broadway. He received the 2010 Pulitzer Prize for Drama and 2 Tony Awards, alongside his collaborator and fellow Lion, Brian Yorkey, for their musical Next to Normal. He also won an Emmy for co-writing the opening number for the 2013 Tony Awards and a Grammy for the Best Musical Theater Album for Jagged Little Pill. And of course, that's just the beginning of a long list of awards and nominations in what has been an incredibly creative and prolific career. Other shows that he has composed, arranged, or orchestrated include American Idiot, If Then, High Fidelity, Bring It On the Musical, and SpongeBob SquarePants, the Broadway musical. It is my honor to welcome to the stage Tom Kitt, Columbia College class of '96.
Thank you. I love that SpongeBob got the biggest applause. That's amazing. To the Columbia College class of 2022, I am humbled and honored to be invited to speak to you today at this first in-person class day since 2019. To you, the students of this extraordinary class, I offer my congratulations on this remarkable achievement. It is truly an understatement to say that you have worked, sacrificed, and endured many challenges to get here, and now it's time to celebrate together. I am here today through the support of my family and friends who have been by my side, challenging me, championing me, and embracing me along the way, and I think it is fitting at these milestones to take time to thank those in your life who have been by your side, your parents, family, teachers, and friends. I also want to extend my gratitude to this great community, to President Bollinger, and to Dean Valentini. Dean Valentini, you're a cherished presence here at Columbia, and for me, a dear friend. I will always be thankful to you for your support over these past years. Receiving the call from you, inviting me to speak today was a moment that I will cherish. And I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you for the impact you have made on all of our lives, for your dedication to this community, and for your kindness and generosity. Class of 2022, it is time to celebrate this great accomplishment, a life-changing moment. But when the gatherings and parties subside, the question becomes for you, what does the next moment hold? And the next, and the next. What potentially life-changing moments are just ahead, and what will they ask of you? I remember sitting for my class day over 20 years ago, having just come down from the final performance of the 102nd Varsity Show, the second varsity show that I wrote with my collaborator, Brian Yorkey, CC 93. The show was called Devil in a Light Blue Dress, and the premise was this: God and the devil bet on 3 students to see whether their 4 years at Columbia will have them selling their souls when they graduate. It was based on something that I was grappling with because I had received a job offer at the end of my senior year, which would have taken me far away from my dreams of becoming an artist. It was a formative moment where art was helping me find meaning in my life. In our show, one student says no, one says maybe, and one says yes. What would be my answer? In the finale of that show, Brian wrote these lyrics: "But now your 4 years are through, and for 4 years did you do all that you dreamed you'd do. And now today, now your way is new. Will you be true? Would I be true? Would I forge ahead into that uncertain life of an artist and never look back?" It can be quite liberating to lean directly into your greatest fears, and certainly the life of an artist is filled with them. Because there is no course that you can take that tells you how you get discovered, how you get your show produced, how you support yourself playing piano bar, how you leave that piano bar because your show is going to Broadway, only to beg for that job back when your show flops after 10 days on Broadway. And how you wait a year and a half for theater to come back during a global pandemic, only to see another surge of the virus cause one of your shows to close 3 weeks early and another to close without even a final performance. Happy sad, as the writer Cameron Crowe refers to these types of moments. Living in happy sad demands a lot. But how else to truly live, if not with those risks? My time at Columbia was defined by this commitment to risk for a moment worth fighting for. It was having the courage to talk to a senior named Rita Pietrapinto when I was a freshman, which would lead to dating, which would lead to marriage, and 3 beautiful children. It was accepting an invitation to try out for the Kingsmen, which would become one of the most enjoyable parts of my college days and introduce me to the rich and hilarious world of college a cappella that I would draw on years later working on the Pitch Perfect films. All right, maybe a better response than SpongeBob, the Pitch Perfect films. I did the riff-offs, if anyone knows the riff-offs. Thank you. That was a great moment when I saw that first riff-off, and I had no idea what that was going to be, so I'm glad you liked it too. It was coming back to classical music by taking Elaine Sisman's Beethoven and Mozart classes, and then having my world rocked by Mark Tucker's jazz and Duke Ellington courses, all of which continue to influence my writing to this day. And it was asking Billy Joel, one of my heroes, when he came to campus for a night of conversation and songs, if I could join him on stage for a duet, expecting a hard no, and then feeling out of body when he said, sure. And sometimes these moments demand our attention when we would rather look away. I'll never forget the moment I walked home from work for the last time on Friday, March 13th, 2020, giving into the reality that every headline was raining down on me. The previous evening was supposed to be my first preview of a new musical, Flying Over Sunset, a moment that would be delayed until November of 2021. Those first few months of the pandemic, most of my moments were filled with dread and fear. There was no desire to create, no spark. And then Rita urged me to consider that this was, in fact, a moment for artists. There needed to be a voice in the darkness, reflecting the times, as the great artist Nina Simone once put it. I couldn't continue to look away. I had to stand directly in the moment and meet it head on. And I found my voice again and mobilized, helping to form the organizations Musicians United for Social Equity, or MUSE. I created an album with theater artists entitled Reflect that spoke directly to the challenges of the pandemic. And I helped to create 2 major musical events, both with the new grassroots organization NYC Next. One in October of 2020, where we brought the Broadway community together on the TKATS steps, and one where we created a new music video of Billy Joel's iconic song, New York State of Mind, timed with the reopening of our city. Some of that video was even shot up here on campus. And I remember how wonderful it felt to be outside, taking in the beauty of this architecture, breathing in the life all around me. Anger, frustration, disillusionment were becoming action, collaboration, inspiration, and hope. Because the student who composed the 102nd Varsity Show back in 1996 learned how powerful it can be when your passions become art and you see that art resonate. I'll never forget overhearing a few students in the lobby at the final Varsity Show performance, one begging the other to give up their ticket for them because they hadn't had a chance to see the show, and this would be their last chance. It was the first experience I can remember where it felt like my art mattered, and it is at the core of what I feel my responsibility is in this world as an artist and as a father. So whether it's Reflect and its mission to speak to one of the greatest challenges of any generation, or Next to Normal and the exploration of mental illness as well as grief and loss and how we try to heal ourselves and each other, or If Then and its themes of living in each moment knowing that the most seemingly insignificant ones have the power to change our lives, or Superhero, which asks us to believe in angels and forces for good in a world where we are challenged to feel their presence every day, or Flying Over Sunset, which asks us to go inward and search for meaning and resolution no matter what stage of life we are in, or in my newest show, the adaptation of Cameron Crowe's film Almost Famous, which celebrates the power of music and how it connects us and creates true love in this world. All of these shows have moments that feel true, moments that I'm proud of, and moments that could use work, for I am proudly a work in progress, as I believe we all are. But I fear that we live in a world where it gets harder to accept imperfection and complication. We live in a world of declarations and tweets, which lack the nuance of face-to-face discourse and a healthy challenge of ideas. Take what I do. People come to my show, audiences, and they declare their love for it or their distaste for it right in that moment. Sometimes there is not an in-between. But don't we all have things that we've experienced that we didn't quite get the first time? Isn't it those repeated viewings that bring about new discovery and appreciation? If it took years to realize a piece of art, perhaps it takes more than one night to truly take it in. And if everything that we are consuming has no gray areas, how can we? For it's in those gray areas where true discovery lies. You all came here to learn. And as you go forth into the world, you must keep learning, keep listening. Find stillness. Stillness is not staring at a screen. Stillness is sitting and getting lost in your thoughts. Stillness is listening to a piece of music that you never knew existed and letting it wash over you. Stillness is reading, looking up for a second, and then reading again. Stillness is taking a step back in an intense moment and giving it consideration, and then responding. Stillness is trusting that inspiration and clarity are coming when they seem very far away. Stillness is where your greatest realizations will come from. Stillness is a thing of beauty, as this moment is. The great Stephen Sondheim wrote, "Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you never know you had one." It's life's ordinary moments that make the extraordinary ones so worth chasing. We want to bottle them, but we know we can't. So we keep searching for them. But how will we ensure that our lives are filled with them? By going after what's in your heart. And looking out at all of you this morning, I can see that your hearts are full and you're ready for your moments. The world is counting on that. For the world you are graduating into is a world at war, reeling from the challenges that we cannot seem to overcome. There have been too many sad moments. But the great thing about working in the theater is that every night is a new audience, a chance for a special moment, and you never quite know what you're going to get. Anything's possible. You take a leap because you believe that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And in that moment, nothing else matters. Not long ago, Rita gave me a beautiful gift that was meant to be a protective charm. When it didn't exactly offer the protection that we were seeking, she said to me through tears, "I don't want you to think that it didn't protect you." And in that moment, I saw her love, her fears, and a life that we've built together, and how 30 years later, I am still so grateful to be a work-in-progress version of that 22-year-old kid trying to bring about positive change in this world through art. And so my response to her was, I believe that it did. Thank you all for inviting me to share in this special moment with all of you. I believe in all of you, and I can't wait to see what beautiful, spectacular, breathtaking, life-changing, glorious moments are in store for all of you. Go after them and never look back. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. First off, can we please give another round of applause for Tom Kitt and all of the other speakers? Woo! I know their incredible speeches are the only reason we've all managed to stay awake at this absurdly early graduation ceremony. My name is Rads, and I am, or was, the student body president of Columbia College. When we were all applying to colleges way back when, I'm sure that we all heard the same thing, that it was important for us to get away from the place that we grew up and go to a completely new location where we would be completely independent and able to find ourselves in somewhere we had never been before. I ignored all of that advice and went to a college that was actually closer to my home,
than my high school was. But when I got to Columbia in fall 2018, just like all of you, it was like I was in an entirely new world. Because your world isn't about the place that you are in. Your world is the people that you are surrounded by. And when we all got to Columbia College, we were suddenly surrounded by 1,200 incredible and distinct individuals, all of whom would soon become our closest friends. Hey, besties! And for our class especially, Columbia wasn't just this campus or even this city. For the year and a half that we were dispersed across the globe, Columbia was the familiar faces, the names we recognized, the professors we begged for extensions, the randoms sliding into our Zoom DMs. For us, Columbia had nothing to do with a physical place and everything to do with each other. And on Friday morning, we will all wake up in a new physical location. But that doesn't mean that our worlds need to shift dramatically as well. Because our worlds are the people sitting next to you. Our worlds are the friends that you've leaned on in the hard times, the people that you wave to across campus, the acquaintances you always plan to get drinks with but never end up making it, and the people that you've never gotten a chance to meet but recognize as you see them sitting around you today. We've already had so much practice keeping each other in our worlds from far apart. And so now, as we graduate, I ask all of you to keep doing that, to keep part of our worlds intact. I guarantee you that anywhere you go, there will be a member of our class there. Reach out to them, become friends with them, and keep the amazing friends that you already have close by. All worlds need a leader, and for the last 4 years, the leader of our world has been Dean Tini. Dean Valentini has formed the foundation that the college lays on today. I'm sure you would all be shocked to find out that it was he who came up with the main catchphrases that have formed CC culture: Pantone 292 and being the greatest college in the greatest university in the greatest city in the world. And the reason that we have been the greatest college in the greatest university in the greatest city in the world is because, to borrow from Arya Rao's language, we have the greatest dean one could ever possibly imagine. Dean Tini has showed us what true servant leadership is. In every moment, he puts the students first, constantly asking what he can do to enhance Columbia for them. As you all know, this will, very unfortunately, be Dean Tini's last true class day. I struggle to imagine a Columbia College without him, and will always be grateful that we were able to have these last 4 years together. Dean Tini is the glue that holds the bricks on Hamilton together, the star of the varsity show, and all of our personal inspirations. Dean Tini, I can only hope that the next dean will be able as charismatic, genuine, innovative, caring, and as corny as you have been. So now it is my incredible honor to welcome Dean Tini to the stage.
I'm sorry, I have to get to my page. Thank you, Reds. I liked all of that right up to the point about corny. Something, but it's true, what can I say? And geeky and nerdy, and I know that's true also. Something I often say at college admission events is that we admit those applicants whom we feel are best able to profit from and contribute to the special experience that is Columbia College. By saying that, I wish to convey two things. Receiving admission to the college is not a prize or an award, but rather an opportunity. And that opportunity includes an expectation of every student who is admitted. That expectation is not just that you will acquire 124 academic credits, meet all the core requirements, complete a major or concentration, and yes, pass the swim test. That expectation also asks that you be part of a living and learning community of scholars and athletes, and musicians and scientists and artists. We expect you to do something to make the life of your new community richer and more rewarding by making not only yourselves, but all of us together better and more successful. The award associated with being admitted to Columbia College comes today. All of you have earned the most important award, your diploma. Some of you have gotten and will get other specific awards, but each of you has done not only all that takes to graduate, but you all have also profited from and contributed to our community and to this shared experience. Certainly you have contributed to my own experience. I suspect I have learned as much from you as you have from me, and I am sure that my life has been enriched by your presence. And maybe, just maybe, this year's varsity show has launched my theatrical career. As long as I can find roles as a statue or any others that do not involve either speaking or moving. To say all this seems to reify what you feel, that this week marks the end of something in your life. But graduation is just a transition, not an end. You get a change in Columbia College status that seems big when you think of it as going from student to alum. But you will still be part of the college community, and that expectation that you will profit from and contribute to that special experience does not end at graduation. Class Day 2022, something you have been looking forward to for a long time, suddenly in one day moves from a day in your future to becoming part of your past. But you will always be CC22, capital C, apostrophe 22. That has been part of your life every day you have been here, and it will continue as part of your life every day for the rest of your life. I too have a transition. This is my last year as dean, and as in a little more than a month, I too will have a kind of graduation date when I'm no longer dean of Columbia College. And while I will no longer be dean, the college will remain a part of my life as a faculty member, and I will be just as committed to the success of the college as a professor as I have been as dean. The college means so much to me, I can do no less. I hope you will also remain just as engaged with the college as an alum as you have been as a student. You can do so by joining the Columbia College Alumni Association, participating in programs like Odyssey Mentoring, and supporting the things that were important to you as a student with your time and talent, and when possible, your treasure. I have encouraged all those who work in Columbia College to say to themselves each day, I am Columbia College, to emphasize the importance of the effort that each individual contributes to our collective success. It is a way to remind ourselves that Columbia College is a community of individual people, each of whom has the power to elevate the college and that special experience in it. And while bricks and mortar provide our home, they do not determine our success. Our success is a product of everything each of us does together in every action we take. While I suspect you have not said to yourself, I am Columbia College, and you may never actually say it, I hope you will think it and act on it. While Columbia College class of 2022 will be a certain part of your identity, much else in your lives may remain uncertain. This is true for all of you, even those of you who feel the path ahead is clear and delineated. My own experience and the experience of tens of thousands of Columbia College grads who have preceded you suggest that uncertainty is the only uncertainty. It is good to remember the advice of Lao Tzu, the reported author of the Chinese Taoist text, the Tao Te Ching, the wisdom of which has guided people for 2,400 years and has long guided me. That advice is simple. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. To which I will append my own advice you have been expecting to hear from me in this speech from the moment I stepped up to this podium. Yeah, as you have heard it from me so many times over the 1,361 days since you first heard it at your convocation. Beginner's mind. Have beginner's mind. Approach your travels with it. Within the possibilities that your beginner's mind will reveal, you will find many opportunities. You will discover new destinations on your travels, and you will experience the joy of setting off with new plans. So off you go on those travels. I wish you an exciting journey of many destinations. Send me a postcard, real or virtual. I will look forward to receiving them. I offer my thanks to our faculty, staff, alumni, and our faculty, staff, alumni, and families for their longstanding support of you, our students, and to you, the class of 2022, my congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Valentini. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Columbia University President Lee C. Bollinger. President Bollinger was named the university's 19th president in 2002 and is the longest-serving Ivy League president. Under his leadership, Columbia stands at the very top rank of great research universities, distinguished by comprehensive academic excellence, historic institutional development, an innovative and sustainable approach to global engagement, and unprecedented levels of alumni involvement and financial stability. President Bollinger initiated Columbia's most ambitious expansion in over a century, spearheading the development of the university's Manhattanville campus, a crucial component to the future of our institution. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming President Bollinger.
Thank you. So I want to begin by recognizing the parents, families, and friends who are gathered here this morning. All of us appreciate how important this moment is for you and the sacrifices and the celebrations that have led to this point. We share in your joy and in the achievements of these exceptional young people. I also want to recognize Jim for his 10 years of leadership as dean. Jim has been a thoughtful steward of the college experience. He has earned the admiration and respect of everyone at the college for his efforts to expand financial aid, strengthen the core curriculum, develop new courses, endow new professorships, and expand resources for student well-being. He did all this by listening closely to the needs and desires of our community and adapting as those needs changed. For all that he has done, he deserves our deepest appreciation and thanks. Thank you, Jim. For the graduates, I will be speaking at length tomorrow, so I have only a few brief thoughts to share with you today. You have spent the last 4 years immersed in one of the most challenging and rewarding undergraduate experiences on the planet. In your classrooms and in your studies, you have been steeped in the world of our scholarly temperament As I said to you at the convocation ceremony at the start of the first year, that term refers to the norms and the practices that guide institutions of higher education as they go about the mission of advancing knowledge and engaging with the great challenges facing the world. Columbia, along with the other great research universities, is a miracle in the world, a miracle in a world we live in with so much intemperate debate and lowered standards for thinking about society and life. The scholarly temperament asks that we understand the vast effort that has gone into building up the current store of human knowledge, that we add to it, and that we pass it along to future generations of students and scholars. It demands that we be modest about our individual contributions, meticulously credit others, and situate our ideas within the vast array of other perspectives. And it requires that we be willing to reconsider those ideas in the face of countervailing arguments and facts, which we regularly do. But like America generally, there are two parts to the intellectual and speech environment at Columbia, just as there are at virtually all other colleges and universities. There is the primary area of scholarship and education, in which the scholarly temperament reigns. As I said to you early on, we also have our own little public forum in which we can debate the issues of the day. Here, a wide variety of voices and opinions are permitted and tolerated. As many of you certainly know, and as the students in my First Amendment class definitely know, the First Amendment does not cover a private university like Columbia. But in our public forum, we, again, like most major institutions of higher education, choose to live by those principles. And those principles protect expression to an extreme degree, including even viewpoints that we should all reject and deplore, and that would never be entertained in the other realm of the scholarly temperament. I also warned you early on that we would abide by the contrasting principles in these dual realms. And we and you have, and for that you deserve great credit. I congratulate you on this difficult work, and I believe that your overall education while at Columbia has been made more meaningful by this. I hope and trust that your experiences at Columbia have been shaped by an embrace of these principles. The knowledge you have gained, coupled with the critical thinking skills you have honed, and being able to participate in the public square is precious and vital. It's not hard to look at the world today and be overwhelmed by the constellation of crises that loom overhead, including threats to our most fundamental rights and freedoms. I've said it before, but I will say it again. There is nothing inevitable about certain ideas winning out over others. They do so because people who believe in them dedicate themselves to seeing that they triumph. This has been true throughout human history, and it will continue to be true in the years and centuries ahead. Now it's up to you to decide how you want to use what you have learned in your 4 years here as you chart your own path forward. We are deeply proud of each member of the Columbia College class of 2022 for reaching this milestone in your young lives. Earning an undergraduate degree from this institution is an immense achievement. Doing so under the strains of the last 2 years is incredibly impressive. On behalf of the university, we extend our warmest congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at commencement. Thank you.
Thank you, President Bollinger. Now we invite each graduate to the stage for recognition. The names of each graduate will be announced as they process across the stage to be congratulated by Dean Valentini and President Bollinger. And it will be difficult, but I ask that you please refrain from a full round of applause until all members of the class have returned to their seats.
Radhika Mehta.
Eva Bogomilova. William Sterrett Ingalls. Spencer Grayson. Zusi Inegbeniki. Anthony Adessa. Laurel Lee Young. Vanessa Hoi Wan Ho.
Benjamin Songo. David Wang.
Afsana Ahmed. Noor Fatima.
Christian Rene Palomares.
Sylvie Binder.
Prem Tucker.
Jayla Alston.
Arya Rao.
Caroline Chen. Cecilia Guan.
Tamara Dunbar Wallace.
Destiny Glover. Taylor Brown. Amanda Daly. Alexis Florio. Matthew Michael Shigaris.
Brandon Radice.
Tyler Lenhart. Connor Collins. John Forback. Jordan Liu. Iwana Leah. Tyler Campbell. Colby Xavier King. Adam Klug.
Wesley Schmidt. Isabel Pride.
Kamia Haidari.
Hart Rappaport.
Monique Benjamin.
Xavier Thibault.
James Bordis.
Zoe Mavridas.
Si Lin. Samantha Figueredo Boteo.
Stephanie Nino de Rivera. Celine Park.
Amaya Chavda.
Michelle Yao.
Jonathan Aristando.
Madison Summer Siegel.
Kaylee Capaldi.
Chelsea Dominique Rodriguez. Mitchell Sturgill.
Jack Doherty.
Watson Tanzil. Asiya Rajab.
Dawit Zerayohannes Berhanu.
Tyler Nguyen. Alejandra Quintana Arocho.
Aswan Benjamin. Kelly Liu.
Julia Ulzi Sehan. Edgardo Zelaya.
Tony Badulovich. Claire Annie Kuo. Tolu Akinyede.
Amanda Perdomo.
Riley Ikelihiokalani Atkinson. Lauren Appalaro. Anthony Liddy.
Swati Ravi. Mulan Madden. Raleigh Jin Lin Schweinfurth. Jocelyn Yi Jun Zhang. Catalina Meng Yao Yang. Avery Suk. Yu O Wang. Selena Wang.
Sophia Chen. Chi Tao. Yutian Tina Lin. Zirei Jen.
Wang Shu Zhang.
Anna Desan. Benjamin Guggenheim. Ji-hoon Ko,
Dylan Roston,
Joshua Kent,
Sophia Spiegel,
Jacqueline Alexandra Erler, Lauren Kong, Francesca Barash, Taylor Jones,
Loanne Merlin,
Keishan Huang, Clementine Lee,
Sarah McCarthy Morton, Christopher Yun,
Jorge Halvas Nadabaum, Andrew Cummings, Aladeen Belhuari, Sam Angel, Christopher Hudson Verde, Patrick Bayou, Justin Abbey,
Raphael Gabrielle Kodebek Schreiber, Ikenna Nebo, Ikenna Okoro,
Tatiana Duguay, Christian Fernando Garcia Vanegas,
Taylor Nunez,
Ruby Galdian Aragones, Ruby Landau Pincus,
Robert Vogel,
Emma Catherine Lee, Secunda Wagoy Karyuki, Logan Dundon, Kyle Christopher, Leif Bjorkman, David Gonzalez, Eric Jiang, Joel Lozano,
Wilson McMakin,
Dylan Bamerny, Max Frankel Tonnet, Bridget Lee, Hannah Bingley, Rhea Kathari, Isaac Dodge,
Matthew Sidler,
Zachary Becker, Krista Iralis, Hunter Holland, David Chen, Timothy Cervera,
Nicholas Cyril Stone Saray, Samantha Seif, Andrew Peter Petty,
Thomas Kaufman Gomez,
Tristan Yang,
Michael Caesar,
Marlene Tartaro, Chloe Schneewind,
Colton Lipford, Michael Gao,
Matthew Nola,
Elam Lehrman,
Jera White,
Gabrielle Guz, Mia Brammel,
Annie Sway,
Ajita Bala,
David Wang,
Carlo Anton Dobrovich,
Finn Waters,
Ryan Iyer, Ben Ginsberg,
Katrina Yin,
Anna Fleeter,
Jennifer Wong, Melissa Sakar,
Austin Huang,
Maria Teresa Tome Armijo,
Eileen Cano,
Marian Padron, Jose Javier Ramirez, Renata Martinez Salinas, Lauren Wilkins,
Bilal Chowdhury,
Chase Lawrence Sizemore,
Raymond Botway,
Haley Megan Zerung,
Aiden Leo,
Ryan Siegel, Mark Shaffron,
Avery Brown,
Logan Rubash, Jessica Peng, Sar Singhal, Noah Sadik, Alexander Toborov,
Inho Choi, Alexa Konomikes, Amanda Jordan,
Savannah Ward. Fernando Sanchez Flores. Brock Morgan.
Michael Joseph Kelly.
Anthony Piscopo. Zoe Mammon.
Julia Wu Ankau.
Arianzaya Oktiaber. Philip Arthur Ruddy.
Matthew Fairbanks.
Christian Pichardo. Nisa Yasmin Rashid.
Haley Lucas. Darielle Fernandez.
Hugo Chinyere Ndukwe.
Tanet Akwale.
Emad Shanushi Forushani. Blessing Utomi. Abigail Stewart. Haley Weatherall. Emily McLean. Teja Shri Senthilnithan.
Isabella Collins. Brooke Gasser.
Jamie McCormick. Allison Smith.
Kelsey Farkas. Mahad Adam.
Jesus Israel Suarez Martinez.
Yaniv Gorin.
Sofia Partida.
Lucy Creerend.
Joseph Sherbo. Mateo Marcano. Alberto James Marcella. Guglielmo Vedovotto. Maisie Ryle.
Grace Didway. Jillian Harrison.
Janine Anthea Morenike.
Harrison.
Janine Anthea Morenike Palmer.
Sarah Christina D'Souza.
Amber Nicole Smith.
Lillian Elizabeth Allingham. Emily Eggett. Anthony Hidalgo. Adedotun Adebite.
Alexander Pisrev.
Diego Rafael Alvarez Vega. Daniel Deliz Jimenez. Fernando Gonzalez Echevarria. Wael Kanan.
Raya Taraune. Lana Shafian. Leah Robbins.
Alexandra Henry.
Ananya Talwar.
Huck Jun Hong. Chloe Arden Brown.
Riley Smith.
Olivia Hussey. Laura Bain. Jasmine Starr Lyseth.
McKenna Uzelac.
Amanda Beck. Devyani Goyal.
Krishna Menon. Mika Tan. Vivian Ung.
Annette Ho. Sumin Lee. Julianne Kim.
Warren Nico Ma. Anda Tenya. Cassandra Markison. Eve Washington. Brandon Shee.
Desu Imudia. Emilia Ning Godshall.
Claire Nimura. Isabel Pagan Lopez. Micah Weiss. Omar Nempard.
Olivia Jimenez. Abhishek Hariharan.
Noah Seaman.
Nicholas Beltran.
Juan Sandoval Valencia. Asif Malik.
Maria Botero Pinzon. Rand Al Harisha.
Sarah Davison Paulus.
Abdullah bin Tamim. Kevin Chada. Yuan Hao Dang. Alif Hamuchu. Chiu Fan Bowen Leo Lo. Jang Hun Choi.
Alice Tang.
Julia Guo,
Andre Villaflor O'Quinn,
Cher Hu,
Devansh Tauri,
Rahul Bhatia,
Keshav Menon,
Nikhil Rao Lahiri, Mache Zumala, Rishi Chapolia, Jeremy Chandler Liu, Henry Levitt Golub,
Sardil Tinda,
Amurti Lema Gudisa, Rochelle Gomez,
Alyssa Miao Romo,
Ethan Abelar, Jackson Davis, Sabina Gia, Amanda Tsui,
Sanya Runwal,
Muskan Bedoria,
Lorelei Robinson, Christina Manzo, Supriya Makam, Jacob Weinstein, Ryan Oden,
Skylar Noel Santa Green, Adam Burns,
Sam Tukotsky,
Mary Lou DeJesus,
Zane Murdoch,
Maya Delgado, Shaila Alam,
Isu Park,
Sungwoo Choi,
Andrew Marshall Schmidt,
Parker Lefton, Lauren Rose Cohen,
Brittany Remark,
Clara Jeffs,
Julia Parkerson,
Alexander Gauss,
Ian Yan,
Ryan Ho,
William Yuen Yi, Devin Mao, Ishida Sangal, Crystal Xie, Yi Chi Wang, Adrian McAfee Zagar,
Vinay Bijor, Robert Liam Hayes,
Abigail Rooney,
Jordan Bovell, Gabrielle Agostini, Ji Yan Kwan,
Yoon Soo Shin, Habiba Mohammed, Velavan Senthilkumar, James Wyatt,
Jeremy Chrisberg, Nikhil Gopal,
Andrew G. Sullivan, Mark Anthony Torres, Ricardo Mercado Ruiz,
Virginia Ignelzi, Cecilia Lee,
Edward Sturt, Cheyenne Raouf,
Mohammed Ahad Butt, Matthew Harper, Gavin Goodrich, Elena Gribbelyuk, Judy Chu, Nicholas Allen,
Regan Meese, Sabrina Rustigui, Callie Quinn McCormick,
Claudia Gahn, Rocco Barbieri,
Kimberly Tanya Tsui, Wesley Chinonso Sebastian Oezoke,
Peyton Geller, Stefan DeJesus, Camilla Cox,
Matthew Schechter,
Talia Hankin, Caleb Alexander Kemp,
Maya T. Weed,
Elizabeth Lena Ann Jackson, Kshitij Gupta,
Shivali Verma,
James Haddad, Bruce Acosta,
Henry Paul,
David Fang,
Harry Nandakumar, Aditya Udupa, Ryan Moen,
Ethan Green, Ocean Fonseca Jensen, Helen Mwandeyi Kamwendo, Tiari Kuualoha Maile Faagata,
Hamilton Parrish,
Siddharth Kumbla, Con Luth, Joseph Cohen,
Julian Maldonado, Chandler Morris, Avi Romo, Hikari Shumsky, Hannah Monget,
Cameron Brown,
Christopher Park, Dante Miller,
Anna Renee Kraft, Marquise Hubbard,
Ryan Michael Young,
Graham Flynn, Paul Akere, Alyssa Jones,
G. Pershing,
Nikita Desir,
Emily Musembi, Daniel Regan, Sherry Stengline, Emily Tehan,
Rachel Graff, Francesca Camahort,
Christian Warner,
Megan Karangatkar, Cyrus Jackson,
Brian Zito, Cedric Mecca,
Noah Love,
Lee Staffos,
Heath Bluestein,
Miles Stephenson, Drake Morey, Jacob Motes,
John Harris,
Nico Mata,
Beatrix Gegenbreiner,
Tatum Rose Myhofer,
Daisy Lacerna, Anne Lewandowski, Mekadis Belina, Avery Beard, Abraham Lyon, Orena Brand,
Zoe Metcalf,
Jane Elizabeth Archambault, Derek Lee, Jordan Colbert,
Ryan Roden,
Jackson Heath, Dante Landolfi,
Stuart Newblatt,
Michael Flugel, Mariana Livada, Valentina Bose, Braden Amy, Kendra Borden,
Madison O'Halloran,
Paulina Marina Gomez Gonzalez,
Samuel Needleman,
Nicole Kohut,
Henry McGowan,
Kai Cooley Winters, Richard Lopez Gonzalez,
Sophia Stenner, Sydney Scott,
Ariel David, Elon Cooper, Samuel Mayer Freilish, Milan Lower,
Charles A. Smith, Jane Pacnia, Rachel Samuha, Shulamit Weinstein,
Christine Elise Anagnos,
Maya Rubin, Helen Ruger,
Hannah Gonima,
Ike Obona, Amanda McDougall, Sabrina Shee, Renita Zaparde,
Samantha Juliana Greenberg, Darwin Arias,
Yareli Vera, Ariana Orozco,
Emily Lake Cardenas, Aaron Jackson,
Zan Vessels, Chloe Medina.
Mayor Kersner. Yona Frieden. Gabrielle Amar. Arye Hajibai Piranesi.
Rachel Sachs.
Sophie Hecht. Benjamin Barth.
Ernest Robertson. Ike Michael Nweke.
David Caribi Hart. Eldridge Clark Herrera.
Sebastian Santana Pasilico.
Lonaui Amare. Izana Ephraim.
Amiri Tulloch.
Kira Han. Sunita Hu. Ria Honda. Maka Ellis.
Alexander Norris.
Sean Burke.
Cristobal Uribe.
Elliot Force. Zara Harding. Brody Holmes. Malik Bernard Johnson. Peyton Jones.
Christian Revels Robinson.
Rebecca Kiflam. Callie Hatcher.
Alicia Y.
Miriam Grubb.
Jonathan Ragunanan. Nick Vaughn.
Tanya Howe.
Chantel Wong.
Kelsey Kinthy.
J.J. Shaw.
Sean Asahara Theo. Tet Hine. Eugenia Lee. Nader Baber.
Fei Tong Chiao. Molly Wagshall. Carolyn Wong.
Gladys Virginia Gerbo Navarro.
Kaylee McGrady.
Madison LeBlanc. Yanran Le.
Lindsay Rispoli.
Casey Karkoska.
William Todd.
Daniel Lopez.
Christopher McDermott. Radhika Patel. Tamar Vidra.
Christy Kim.
Michelle Zhuang.
Nahe Laurel Kim. Qing Yu Chen. Thomas Lim.
Eric Wu.
Allison Gooman.
Jesus Mencia Garcia. Kasim Wakar. Andrew Stevens. John Daniel Meter III.
Isabella Lamus Valbuena.
Colette Marciano.
Katie Koritz.
Talia Tyler. Amelia Scalamander.
Riley Hanna.
Samuel Webster. Mary Pruden. Maxwell Zachary Price. Mayoki Walker.
Simone Liu. Ricardo Hernandez.
Francisca Nace.
Jackson Hasty.
Amulia Tadimeti. Joan Alice Tate.
Christiana Drevitz. Brian Bonino. Kayla Lee.
Haley Montgomery. Joshua Smythe Macaulay. Jessica Schildkraut. Ben Milstein. Mitchell Shinsky.
Evan Losell.
Tyler Olds.
Thaddeus Lipke.
Brigida Rosendahl.
Michelle Lee. Jonathan Chang. Justin Liu. Timothy Cho. Yuhan Liu. Claire Suzanne Lin. Jackson England. Jonas Nerville Kistorp. Jesse Braun. Albert Guo.
Silas Swanson. Gavin Sutherland.
Madison Andrus. Sena Adansi.
Brian Nyanzima.
Valeria Kosic Galicia. Krista Colony.
Henry Vrode.
Joy Dumas. Erdacia Floyd.
Madeline Mariani.
Audrey Leong. Luca Bremner.
Colin Myers. Carlos Romero.
Maggie Gordine.
Saher Singh. Esther Zagira.
Gil De Jesus. Dylan Kim.
Venice O'Lier. Bennett Smith Worthington.
Elena Arbo. Samuel Fleming. Jordan Kalai. Ryan Claffey Pagan. Hannah Jordan Andrews.
Justin Rivera. Elsa Steiner.
Julia Homa.
Henry Phillips. Jeffrey Daniel Torborg.
Sarah Howard.
Samantha Zinman. Matthew Zinman.
John Kirschner. Maria Weston Kuhn. Marco Balestri.
Anika Tapateras.
Jason Cannon Silber. Daniel Burgess. Hugo Lai. Sankalp Kumar. Elena Logani. Jada Cowan. Joseph Campbell.
Jerry Jang.
Michael Foss.
Tucker McMullen.
Elizabeth Rose Aurora B. Rain Calling.
Sandra Ye Young Song.
Gina Chun.
Robert Park.
Jua Christina Jung. Pedro Lascano.
Petru Roshu.
Justin Gailey. Ajax Diamandis. Lux Frasina.
Nicholas Porsborg.
Baptiste Leger. Claire Marie Wolf Larson. Sarah Kinsley Dew.
Pierre Rogers.
Anna Cannell. Isaac Gershberg.
Owen Park.
Rhoda John.
Angela Yu. Maya Merchant. Shelley Michael. Megan Rodriguez. Abigail Peters. Emily Olson.
Ashley Gutierrez. Bianca Darkwa Amwabing. Elin Hu. Mackenzie George. Fergus Campbell.
Mila Prest.
Nicholas Lillis. Jaden Jarmel Schneider. Chloe Gottlieb. Julia Cosgrove.
Daniel Sizer. Emma Nissenson. Michael Solomon Rubin. Lila Trilling.
Krista Genvaya Vashjamai. Jade Chen. Grace Lim.
Haley Shee. Autumn Moore.
Akeem Jenkins.
Yesenia Ruano.
Andres Fierro Morales.
Monique Slowly.
Jayanne Forrest. Isabel Gilmore. Claire Easton. Maya Bluthenthal.
Fernando Perez Hickman. James Pease. Samantha Sachs. Mabel Smith.
Michael Colton. Maud Latour,
Edja Rosette,
Sean Higgins,
Luis Menendez, Tyler McGregor, Jacob Phelps,
Christian Flores, Nikita Angarski, Cassidy Cunningham, Brianna Hodges, Sydney Birchie, Lauren Elizabeth Buhner, Bailey Kraus,
Alexis Ada Rangel Onwegbuzia, Monique Adaizi Rangel Onwegbuzia,
Andrea Akinola, Rachel Kenny, Brianna Komanale,
Andrea Schlitt,
Chinmayi Balusu,
Basin Park, Tony Ryu,
Crystal Di Cristofalo,
Ella Westman, Diego Villadoms, Grace Procillo,
Catherine Mary Lutz,
Sydney Paoletti, Ryan Schlageter,
Peyton Lill, Catherine Kelly,
Austin Michael Mowry,
Seth Eaton, Isabella Devon,
Amira Tal Hisham Nazar, Winslow Stanton Sewell McDonald,
Lara Galagani,
Bettina Oberto,
Alan Dew,
Jason Wong,
Justin Chen,
Jerry Zhuang,
Ling Hao Kong, Angela Jiang, Oliver Harmon,
Alyssa Mena,
Irenice Castillo, McKenna Chiara, Stella Kazibwe,
Ana Catarina Schmidt de Oliveira, J.P. Schuchter, Julian White,
Emmy Fraser,
Kellyanne Staggers,
Alicia Acosta, Molly Rain Kraus, Paris Keynes, Olivia Grinberg, Ananya Chakravarti,
Hawa Saul,
Benjamin Helsher,
Noah Percy, Helen Maynard, Angela Zhang,
Carolyn Rose Friedman,
Isa Pierce,
Morgan Levine,
Morgan Margulies,
Peter Choi,
Isabel Mobison, Emily Ka'anela Makamai Stone,
Megan Collins,
Ahmad Ross, Lauren Ritchie,
Kai Mahar Luther, Jade Justice Chapowski, Sydney Johnson, Isabella Gregory Chadwick, Justin Kim,
Philip Raftopoulos, Alexei Monavukas, Beatrice Schlansky, Elliot Zayas, Kaylee Mamo, Genevieve Rogers,
Dylan Hunter Burns, Sada Denner,
Nicholas Carson Teitler,
William Kim,
Quentin Rubel, Zoe Zager,
Thomas Dean Baker,
Benjamin Sherwin,
Jack Lynn,
Kendra Zhang, Michelle Tang, Michelle E. Sung,
Robert Wong,
Isaac Keelis, Kevin Wang, Kaylee Wong, Abby Richmond,
Mary Ripsack, Grace Clifford, Catherine Chen, Jiwon Kim,
Malia Simon, JJ Marquardt, Patrick Napolitano,
Lorenzo Barajas, Sam Losey,
Redmond Stein, Mac Waters,
Connor Tsai,
Emmy Wong, Emily Wong,
Noah Crever,
Dina Schefter,
Kate Johnson, Deborah Morgan Lee, Jennifer Kerr, Akanksha Ban, Cleopatra Lim, Stephanie Koo,
Jennifer Ryu, Natalie Park,
Joyce Liu, Jake Fisher, Sally Huang, Miranda Lee, Aya Chang,
Emisha Marka, Caitlin Elizabeth Sullivan,
Daisha Das Fliginger, Kristen Lewis,
Gigi Wade, Charlotte Rothschild,
Soo Hyun Hong, Andrew Barron, Hudson Cussy, Sol Cho Brody, Ethan Blattman,
Tasha Kabir Tassa,
Madeline Birdsell, Henry Addison,
Mary Schauf, Jeffrey Ndubisi,
Noel Yuanbo Hunter, Carlos Aude,
Richard Weitzel,
Bennett Bookstein, Camilla Khan, Andre Haddad, Francesca Nuva, Nicolo Fusai, Leandro Johnner Y. Cruz, Charles Basha,
Laura Romano,
Matthew Leone, Zachary Boys, Margaret Krasner, Sonam Jalani,
Molly Miller, Alexandra Rodman,
Benjamin Kelly,
David Vorbach, Harrison Scudamore,
Brandon Hicks, Faiza Chowdhury,
Faisal Udin, Amesh Sarecha,
Evan Kong, Phoebe Lummis, Scarlett Angel Semler Bach,
Tomasz Wyszlicki,
India Colgrave, Anna Alora Kotwis,
Ariadne Xenopoulos,
Dariush Esani,
Nudasil Shokayev,
Eli Horgan, Raphael Kalalov,
Sean Saiska,
Thomas Fisk, Christina Chen,
Iris Jean Rosenblum Sellers,
Ranger Yurong Liu, Frankie Campuzano,
Delaney Sanacor,
Linnea Kavulich,
Emily Virtue,
Charlotte Hartman, Charles Peregrine Broadbent,
Iomide Olushala Abayomi Soleil,
Lawrence Huang, Nico Hughes, Alexander Levine,
Ava Spots,
David Nathaniel Jones,
Sabrina Salgado,
Anastasia Ahani,
Chloe Ventura,
Gabriel Gonzalez, Daniela Simone Bick,
Elia Shaw, Amy Sue,
Lev Brunner, Owen Fitzgerald Diaz,
Ashkan Vafai, Jaden Park,
Ahmad Arman Al-Huzaifi bin Sakir Hussein,
Stephen Zeldin, Leilani Sanchez,
Peter Gatto, Stephanie Lai,
Kylan Zoloto, Gareth Thorlickson, Harrison Jung, Eli Malkovsky,
Alexandra Fisher, Zariah James,
Angelia Manuelito,
Alimatu Demba,
Ava McCombs,
Eleanor Hansen, Leah Collins,
Patrick Phelan, Adrian Morrison,
Holden Ennis,
Indira Ramgalam, Zeba Kamar, Sanya Subasinghe, Sapna Patel, Adam Warren,
Casey K. Ching Fung,
Devin Park,
Julia Doherty,
Alan Joe,
Gortej Gill, Joshua Caleb Collier, Amanda Almokar, Tiffany Chen,
Thomas No, Itzel Paola Melgoza, Aman Pirani, Catherine Seriani,
Leslie Guadalupe Castro,
Julia Silbert,
Casey Chatterjee Len, Ignacio Lopez Gaffney, Faria Islam,
Jonathan David McClement Jr., Ethan Rankin, Dylan Olivier, Hallie Mosley,
Calvin Hyman,
Emma Weiss,
Alex Cheng, Billy Forrester, Jordan Wu Ashmore, Jacob Carmichael, Z. Cleveland,
Alicia Tavares,
Shine Susanna Chang,
Ferda Tan, Emily Wang, Elaine Zhu,
Sai Gilman, Joheen Chakraborty,
Sean Yang, Edmund Shen,
Karina Choi, Katie Taylor DeVries,
Alexandria Yao,
Rachel Forrest, Lily Hathaway Friedland, Sophie Hera Lee,
Harris Solomon,
Nicholas Kime, Zoe Lin,
Rebecca Yao,
Nareg Balian,
Elise Andrea Palma, Maya Miller,
Blake Jones,
Julia Brown Simmons, Brian Pack, Ryan Yen,
Tommy Lee, Guillermo Castro Dominguez,
Caitlin McPaul, Siddharth Mane, Levi Pugh,
Jordan Kennard, Ryan Darr, Robert Lautrec, Isabella Elena Howard Barnes,
Timothy Stabler, Jacqueline Marshall, Madeline Watts, Christopher Wang, Sidney Matthew Roman, Benjamin Mumasi, Arbaz Omar, Daiki Tagami,
Shantae Hatton, Forrest Eimold, Chloe Grimes, Eder Beyer, Hope Renee Delaney, Ishara Abbey, Ashley Kim, Evan Youngjun Lim, Logan Logback,
Eleanor Roth Hessen, Ellie Windsor,
Aaron Jade Luna,
Aiden Speckard, Dylan Tamel,
Levi Cohen,
Carlos Ochoa, Justin Alexander Romero,
Zachary Ginsberg, Elizabeth Love, Greta Quittem, Sin Ki Debbie Lung, Joseph Brew, Tun Shore Longe,
Joseph Swanson,
Kenneth Kipritich,
Karam Tunger,
Dides Bienvenu Irafasha, Sophia Garcia George, Rowan Hayat, Hiba Hanoun, Sophia DiGiorgio, Polly Huang, Rahan Edin,
Amal Muhammad,
Edna Egal,
Yasna Vismala,
Carolan Felix,
Annalise Mariottini, Shamara Yearwood, Megan Zoe, Marceline Wallace,
Aaron Hillgartner,
Alexander Cole Tom, Benjamin Vermette, Michelle Yu,
Cindy Chen,
Alfred Z, Tyrese Thomas,
Leslie Bolanos,
Haley Stewart,
Absara Ergau,
Erica Warren,
Victoria Haas,
Emily Mitchell,
Julieta Garcia,
Orion Zidleski, Tiffany May Ong, Derek Zhang, Kareem Polito Sidibe, Nova Rodriguez,
Camille Jefferson, Lily Tao, Campbell Campbell,
Bryce Munier, Kyle Neary, Yunshan Amy Tsai, Blanche Zhang,
Carla De Jesus, Kamal Aziz, Miria Arista Chen,
Vaibhav Mangipudi,
Brendan Choi, Charlotte Lee, Yuhan Emma Chen, Tao Gu, Miguel Sequiros Magalhaes Duarte, Kaylin Elliott,
Alexandria Carino Malilai,
Jalen Del Rosario,
Tigidanke Sako, Samra Sajid, Mariam Rahman,
Soleil Amelia Devonish, Kennedy Gonzalez Burrows, Carmi Bassnight, Oriane Luo,
Vero P. Montañez, Wesley White, Savannah Vaughn Wasser,
Angela Sawan Lee,
Rosalind Chi,
Renzo Cavero, Stephanie Casting, Monica Sergeta Booz, Celia Le, Isabella Guilherme Preto,
Gabrielle Zui, Jules Marino, Savion Sample,
Robert William Joseph Doyle,
Henry Quinn Passon, Clay Watson,
Ryan Nathaniel Hardenbrook, Isabel Guerrero, Oliver Babb,
Abraham William Sturley, Daniel Tomlinson, Ego Wong,
Hannah Fenlon, Violet Rochelle Senadella, Sada Fikre,
Rihanna Alexis Wood, Genevieve Zondervan, Tutu Seka, Mandy Wagnack, Neka Ulu,
Eri Feolua Adeloshimo, Gregory Ginsberg,
Sami Raza,
Lucas Gonçalves Gomez,
Jiaxi Yang,
Hyun-Soo Cho, Yuchen Dai, Gulshan Ishaq, Sungmin Lee,
Would you please join me in congratulating the Columbia College class of 2022? We now invite the Clefhangers, one of Columbia's most well-known a cappella groups, to celebrate these Class Day exercises with the singing of two songs that are special to every Columbia College graduate, Sans Souci and Roar, Lion, Roar. In true Columbia tradition, graduates, guests, faculty, and members of the stage party, please stand up again. To sing these two songs along with the Clefhangers, the lyrics are included in your programs.
What if tomorrow brings sorrow or anything other than joy? What if to be wind, chill, rainstorm, or summer's thrill? Tomorrow's the future, still this is today. Tomorrow's the future, still this is today.
One last toast ere we part, written on every heart, this motto stay. Long may Columbia stand, honored throughout the land. Our alma mater, grand now and forever. Our alma mater, grand now and
When the bold teams of old wore the blue and white, deeds of fame made their name here at Old Columbia. Nowadays we can praise fighting teams again. Hear the lion roar his pride, while the man of Morningside follow the blue and white to victory roar. And wake the echoes of the Hudson Valley. Fight on to victory evermore. Knickerbocker rally round Columbia, Columbia, shouting her name forever. For alma mater on the Hudson shore. Roar.
Thank you, Cliffhangers. As we bring this celebration to a close, before our closing remarks, I have just a few logistical notes. Family and friends, I ask that you remain in your seats until the stage party, faculty, and student recessional has concluded and all have exited the tents. Upon completion of the recessional, family and guests are invited to meet your new graduates on Ansel Plaza, located on Upper Campus, where you can take photos and continue the celebration. Graduates, we ask that you please recess behind the faculty and stage party. And now, I invite back to the podium for one last time, Dean Valentini.
Thank you all. Congratulations to the greatest class ever. This time I really mean it. As Dean Hollabaugh requested, please be sure to head up to Ansel Plaza following the recession. College staff will be there to congratulate you once again. Our celebrations are not yet done. University Commencement takes place tomorrow, and in the evening, the Empire State Building will be illuminated in Columbia blue. You all know what that is. As a special tribute to you, our new graduates. We hope you will enjoy this social media-ready salute to Alma Mater, and that you will post your photos and share them with the hashtag TrueBlue22. But before that, to all present, I am pleased to present our newest alumni, the Columbia College class of 2022.
This concludes our ceremony. Graduates, please.